A bittersweet day. What began as hope, what began as a lot of promise, has descended into sadness towards the end of the night. It was day and night. When we say no, there is a difference between night and day. This is what has exactly happened for India in the Paris Olympics 2024. Today was not about medals. It was about who could be in medal contention and whether they were going to break new ground. And certainly some disciplines in the Indian contingent are doing that. Some have unfortunately and agonizingly fallen short of it. So, the day began with PV Sindhu sealing her spot in the round of 16 and where she will face He Bingzhou. She had beaten her opponent very comprehensively, but now the real test begins. He Bingzhou and Chen Yufei are the individuals against whom she will have to be really wary about. If she loses in one of the games, she is going to be in big trouble. Her quest for 3 Olympic medals might be unfulfilled. But the moment of the day, the match of the day was Lakshya Sen. Lakshya Sen in the group of death managed to beat his nemesis Jonathan Christie, and that is why now he has moved into the round of 16. Some of the sorcery that he exhibited, the backhand that he had, the net shots, Christie's unforced errors in the net meant that Lakshya Sen had finally gotten the better of the All England champion and managed to win after 4 games. It was a straight sets win that set many Indians very, very happy. It was truly a remarkable show from Lakshya Sen. On the other hand, in the 50-meter 3-position event that was there in shooting, there was hope of a medal, but it was a bittersweet one. Ashwari Pratap Singh Toor, who is considered as one of the best in the 50-meter rifle 3 event, he unfortunately got eliminated. Despite having a very consistent score in one of the events, he still fell, because Swapnil Kusale managed to ensure that he scored consistently in all the 3 and pipped his opponent into the post. So Swapnil Kusale finished 7th. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. IST, you are going to see him vie for a medal. It will be tough, but never say never when it comes to shooting. It can be a game of fine margins at this point. The format for the 3P event is there will be kneeling, and then there will be prone. There will be 2 stages in that. The final elimination will be on the standing bit. So that is how this format is going to be in this particular case. The news continued to filter in very good ways for the Indian contingent, because Lina Borgohain defeated Suniva Hofstad of Norway, and it was quite a comprehensive win for Lina Borgohain. And that is why now she is into the boxing 75 kilo category quarterfinals. She just has to win again one more game and she'll be assured of a medal. But her chances are pretty bad because she's going to face up Li Qian of China. Li Qian is an Asian champion, has also been a world champion, Olympics also. She's consistently beaten Lina Borgohain, and that is why it will be an uphill task for the Indian. Sreeja started the day with a birthday gift that all of India wanted. She became the second Indian after Manika Batra to enter the round of 16. But unfortunately, she was going to face world number 1 Sun Ying-sha. She defeated Jang Zen of Singapore. She had earlier suffered defeats against her in the Commonwealth Games, but then she managed to overcome that. But as it would turn out later in the day, Sreeja would have to face a lot of heartbreak. Dipika Kumari, for all the abuse that she had faced, for all the trolling that she had faced, she came out trumps and silenced the critics in a big way when she entered the round of 16s with wins versus Rina Parnath of Estonia and Roffen of the Netherlands. Imagine, one of her opponents shot a 0. When does that ever happen? So Dipika Kumari has entered the round of 16 and one hopes that she goes all the way in fulfilling a medal. Remember, it's not easy coming back to archery after just becoming a mother. She had very little practice time, and that is why Dipika Kumari, kudos to her for putting on a fantastic effort. Unfortunately, this is the point from when bad news started to come in. Because Manika Batra, after having sealed her game earlier, she had lost to Miu Hirano in the round of 16 in the table tennis women's singles event. Manika Batra at least had a day's rest, but unfortunately what happened was Miu Hirano was in top form, and because of that Manika Batra was stumped out. Then more bad news came in with Tarundeep Rai getting eliminated in the round of 64 in archery to Tom Hall of Great Britain. It was quite an even tussle, 5-3 heading into the final set, but unfortunately it was tied and 6-4. That was how Tarundeep Rai exited. Only Praveen Jadhav remains. Dheeraj Bommadevara fell off by 2.4 centimeters and Tarundeep Rai now is out. Only Praveen Jadhav remains in the recurve archery event. Anush Agarwala in the equestrian dressage has been eliminated from the medal race because in his particular group he finished 9th. Now there are a lot of groups, if you look at it, top 2 from each group make it and then the next 6 best times qualify for the finals. Unfortunately, Anush Agarwala was not in it and that is why he was eliminated in the equestrian dressage event. Earlier in the day, if you looked at it, even Balraj Pawar, he was anyway out because he did not finish in the quarterfinals well. He will only now battle for position, not for medals. HS Pranoy gave us all a scare, but then luckily he bounced back against his unseeded Vietnamese opponent after losing the first game. He won the next 2 and now he faces an all-Indian affair tomorrow when he takes on Lakshya Sen. It's going to be a bittersweet thing. Who are you going to support? Lakshya Sen or HS Pranoy? It remains to be seen. Nishant Dev has entered the 71 kilo boxing quarterfinal and he's also one win away from a medal. He defeated the Ecuadorian Jose Rodriguez 3-2. It was a rather close decision, but it went in Nishant Dev's favor. And that is why he will be the favorites to win one boxing medal at least from the Indian contingent. Amit Pangal's out, Jasmine Lamboria is out, Preeti Pawar is also out, Lina, Nikhat and Nishant. These are the 3 guys upon whom all hopes hinge. But Sreeja Akula, a birthday that began with promise, has ended in absolute heartbreak when she lost 4-0 to Sun Ying-sha, the world number 1, and for a reason, one of the best Chinese table tennis players on the circuit. How do you explain first game, 4 game points, she lost it. 5 games, she had a game point in the second game, she lost that as well. 11-8, she tried to put up a fight in the third, but by the fourth, she was totally deflated. And a 4-0 loss does not give an indication that Sreeja Akula choked. In fact, she played some excellent table tennis only in the clutch moments. What has always plagued India, that happened. She choked under pressure. She was undone by the brilliance of Sun Ying-sha, and that's why she lost. And that is why the day ended with a lot of bad news indeed. But tomorrow is a fresh day. Swapnil Kusale will be determined to ensure that he gives a medal. And that is when India might overhaul their Tokyo tally also. So stay tuned for an action-packed August 1. It's going to be super fun indeed. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.